Great morning, everyone. Welcome to the call. If, in case you were wondering what that was, if you didn't know, you should know. BTS, the biggest K-pop star of all time, who took a 4-year break because of the military duties for every male in Korea. They just came back and had their new album released last week. That's the title song track from the new album called Arirang. And Swim is the first music video that came out. So that was the introduction. Since we all do K-pop ups every day, I figure having a little bit of information about K-pop helps. And if you're on Netflix, you've probably been seeing it. They just had a live concert, blocked off several blocks and streets in Korea. I had a live concert in Korea on March 21st, which was 4 a.m. Pacific time, but it was there 8 p.m. And they had 260,000 people out on the street watching the concert. Over 50 million people watched it live on Netflix. It was the single largest audience of Netflix live any event, and it was a pretty remarkable. So I thought it would be pretty cool to share with you. I'll share some pictures with you. They had 6,700 police officers out there to make sure that the organized concert happened without any trouble. Some people say Riman is expanding fast. No, you look at their tour schedule, they got a 75 concert tour schedule between now until beginning of 2027. They're traveling more than us, and they're expanding everywhere, and they're expected to do almost couple $1 billion in revenue just from the concert tour, which is pretty exciting. So if you haven't seen the concert, it's only 1 hour long on Netflix. It's fun, and if you don't know much about K-pop, it's kind of cool to experience and learn. Especially, we get to share the story of K-pop and K-movie and K-drama and K-beauty all as one K-movement. So having a little bit of information and being familiar, I think it helps in, really sharing the story of the movement. It's just more than our product. It's just more than Remont. It's happening as a key movement, and we get to benefit. We get to leverage from what is happening with the popularity of the movement from the K culture. With all that, on the same date, even though we're a day delayed than Asia, but same date on March 21st, we had an exciting event of our own in Chile, which was the pre-launch event that was put together by the leaders and, of course, supported by our Latin America corporate team, led by our general manager, Mr. Rodolfo, as well as a lot of our staff from Mexico was there. Had incredible events. I've talked to so many leaders over the weekend. I'm sure many of you that have people attending the events, you probably had some great feedback from the events as well. We're very excited. Here,
Dando la belleza en todo el mundo. Hoy a Chile, ayudándote a redescubrir Viking, Riman, una de
what's
las
really
marcas de
cool,
beauty
what's
más
really
grandes
cool
del
about
mundo,
the
compartiendo antiguas
website is
tradiciones
because they
para
have
crear
over
rituales holísticos de piel y bienestar.
they actually had to do two events. So at the same venue, they've done two events, which were almost 1,000 people packed, and both of the events from start to finish, everybody stayed. It was an incredible crowd there, and I see some people that were there at the event on the call here right now. I'd love to hear from some of you. Can you raise your hand or do something to see if I could catch you if you were at the event here? I see Kate here. Kate, she seems like she may be still in Chile. Kate, you want to briefly share with us how the event was in Chile and what you experienced over the weekend?
Hello everyone. Sorry for that. I have a comment on my face because in the cooling and calming my face because yesterday the event was really hot. 1,200 people came, and I'm the only one Korean there, and everybody wanna take a picture with me because they feel like I'm actress. I don't know what happened, but anyway, well, 1,200 people focus, and they are looking at me. Are you really 46 years old? Yes, and they're like. How? Can you show me what it is? Oh, number one, Korea is beautiful. Oh my God, they're really excited. And then at the event, I said, you guys can speak Spanish. Wow, congratulations. I cannot speak Spanish. We are opening Peru, we are opening Colombia, we are opening Spain, we are opening Costa Rica, we are opening, the Ecuador. How many countries you have opportunity? People are like, oh my goodness, yes, call your friend right now. This is the time to expandation. People like crazy. So I was really happy to help all the people. And then I keep saying teamwork. We can do it. It's not, you are not doing by yourself. You are doing teamwork. Let's do it. People like, oh my God, thank you. So I was so happy. I believe Latin American market, it'll be huge. So let's
Yeah.
do the business in Latin America.
Congratulations, Kate. It was great to see you and a lot of your team expanding there. Congratulations. I'm sure it was your very first time going to Chile. I cannot wait to be there as well. And yes, I did see pictures. You were pretty much in all the pictures I saw, because everybody's like, "Oh wow, they shipped a perfect example of K Beauty, of what K Beauty product could do and what Riman product could do." And I could tell that everybody was taking pictures with you. Mr. Jose Luis Rivas, I know you were, pioneer, or mainly organizing the event, and you made it available for everybody, from all teams to participate, and welcomed everyone. We really appreciate your leadership, Mr. Jose Luis Rivas. Tell us what happened over the weekend and what Chile is feeling like right now.
Everybody was jealous at Kate, by the way. Like she had the nerve to go into the stage and ask the people, guess my age. And nobody, like everybody was like, I think that people immediately wanted to buy for kids. It was amazing. No, it was just amazing. Officially is our biggest event in the TAM. The energy also for me is my first time in Chile. I'm still here. We're still doing K-pops, and but when we have the events, both of them sold out. Like the event sold out within I think 2 hours when the link was posted in the group, and arriving and seeing for me was very impactful because I did took a video of the line. You cannot imagine. We have the convention center next to the hotel. We are in the Sheraton, but you can take the picture and walk for like 2 miles, and you see the lines. But you can see in the faces of all the attendees that hope, that opportunity, that here's the best brand in Korea now in Chile, and they had the opportunity to be among the first people to try the product, to be the among the first people to make a living, a decent living at the beginning, and make a lot of money because of this opportunity. You see the hope on their faces. At the beginning, I said, with this hope, the eyes are so shiny, so bright. The only thing they need is Rimmel on their faces to get rid of those wrinkles. And like Mr. Tim says, it was a bad day yesterday. A terrible day for being a wrinkle here in Chile, and you guys all you were missed. We miss you, Danny. We miss Chris and Tim. We miss Dora. We miss Karen. We miss Steve. He was going to be here. He had a challenge, but thanking all the team, mainly in the US, for paving the road for us to follow. We are excited, and this is the beginning of so many lives change, not only in Chile but all Latam and all the countries where Riman is. And thank you, Senor Danny B. For making this happen, for saying yes to Chile, and very excited. I haven't slept. I slept like 2 weeks ago. Energy is so good. Energy is amazing, and I'm still pumped up. And see you guys in next stop is Spain. See you guys over there, and excited for what is coming. Thank you, Mr. Danive, for letting me share this moment. I'm still excited. I don't feel in myself right now.
Thank you, Mr. Jose Luis Rivas. Hey, do you mind briefly telling everybody, a quick reminder about the 20th, the event you're doing in Spain?
Yes, sir. Yes, 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 yes. we of course started a we needed to do an event in Spain, and as we are announcing the markets in Europe, one of the team members said, "I want to do an event in Madrid." I said, "Okay, let's do it. Let's." In my shirt, you can see Riman all over the place. I don't do events only for my team. I do events for the team. So the event in Madrid, I think it's posted. I think Mr. Rob Lord posted it in. We are going to have a mega K-pop in the morning, and then we're gonna do a training. A training. We are gonna be honored that Mr. Tim Hare is gonna be there doing the event, and we are sold out on the event. Don't worry, we are finalizing the extension for that event. And yesterday, for example, here in Chile, we have seats for about 1,000 people, but I think we have like 1,400, 1,500 people per session, all standing room, all people all around, happy faces. So we want to it's gonna be in a hotel very close to the airport called the Eurostars, and we're finalizing to the increase of capability very shortly. We think we'll make it, so if you have guests, we will be happy to put some cream on their faces, and if you cannot go, don't worry, we will be there. We will take care of them, and if you guys now want to. I already have confirmation. All the directors from Mexico are going to be there. Dora and Karen are going to be there. Steve has an event in Utah, so he's not going to be there. Mr. Danny Bay, he's going to Asia, so he's not. But if you guys are not going to be in Asia, and you want to eat a nice food, nice and enjoy, everybody's welcome, and please let us know if you're going to be in attendance, and looking forward to see you guys next Sunday, next Saturday in Madrid. And we are Victor is saying viva the jamón serrano in Spain is kind of the prosciutto di Parma in Italy, but it's better in Spain. So, but that's some subjects that we will discuss later. But Victor and also Ivan and Monica, they are planning a second event. So we will in Barcelona on Sunday. So that also will be open to everybody, and we will let you guys know about the information. But let's I've heard Tim told me that the wrinkles are moving to Africa right now. They are scared that Riman is coming to town, and they are moving south to Africa. So everybody still user, I don't know, still we are confirming place, but we will send information to Rob also confirm attendance. So we will as soon as we find a place in Barcelona, we'll let you and everybody know. Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jose Luis
No,
Rivas. We
thanks to
appreciate
you,
your
and thank
leadership.
you, Danny, and all the team, all copy, Mr. Ang, Mr. Wang, everybody for doing what you guys are doing. I'm just humble and happy to be part of this amazing movement. And thank you. Just following the leader. You're the man, sir.
You are the man. Thank you very much, Mr. Jose Luis Rivas, and
The
definitely leading those events and making it available for everybody. We really appreciate it. You will get more information about Latin America in the Latin America channel, as well as the Europe in the Europe channel, and some of them will also share it in the North America Director chat. So all of the main leaders will have it, and we don't want to post too many of the international information on the team leader chat for North America, because I know some people are participating and some people are not, but we'll make sure to share all the information we find for the North America Director chat as well. I apologize for my posture of the way I'm sitting. I had a little minor accident a few days ago where I've hurt my back and my tailbone dislocated, and I've been getting some treatments for a few days. So I hopefully I'll be in good shape soon. So this is my first time sitting down in like 5 days. I've been doing Zooms with camera off, laying down, but for the team leader meeting, I had to do my hair and shave, the things that I didn't do for other Zooms, because I just had my camera off with nice Photoshop, good looking picture. But but I am excited. There are so many exciting things happening in all throughout, Riman globally, and this is a great time, for us. So let's talk about some of the upcoming activities. Of course, Spain and Ireland, as you know, the March 25th. Which is in 2 days. On Wednesday is when the website is going to go live. If you have people in Spain or Ireland, to sign up as a planner, to sign up as a customer, it's going to begin March 25th. March 31st is when the products are going to start shipping in the areas, which means they'll start receiving their products first week of April. And March 25th through April 30th is the first month of business for Spain and Ireland. As you know, we have the new country. I think most of you are familiar with it now. Anytime we launch a new market, we have the first month, pre-launch month, team leader promotion. So anybody that becomes qualified as a team leader during that month. So if someone meets the requirement as a team leader on April 25th, instead of start earning as a team leader May 1st, which is the normal schedule, if they participate during the first month, pre-launch month, by meeting the requirement by, as an example, April 30th or April 25th, or any time between March 25th through the April 30th, they're going to earn as a team leader for all their activities starting March 25th for all the orders that happened in Ireland and Spain. So it's going to be, it's a great way of local leadership to achieve leadership faster, create their success story faster, and gain the confidence to really go out there and establish a great culture and system and high standard of business in the new market. So that promotion is also going in Spain and Ireland. If you have people participating in those markets, make sure that you are emphasizing the promotion, so you give them a chance. Maybe they could do it. Maybe they're going to do it. And we always see many leaders, get the job done, and they have the greatest success story to start with in the beginning. And of course, that first month commission is going to be paid out on May 15th. So we're excited about Spain and Ireland expansion. Those of you that are traveling to Spain, as Mr. Jose Luis Rivas mentioned, I know many of the leaders in the United States are also flying there, and many of the leaders from Mexico is flying there. Travel safe, have a great, successful event. I apologize for not being there, but I will be there at the next time when we're doing a tour with all the markets that we are launching in Europe right now. Before we dive into next couple of thoughts, I do want to just talk about, perception. I believe in every situation, our perception determines how it affects you, regardless of what the event is. Right? The old saying of most of us probably have heard it before, glass half full or half empty, right? It's our perspective, it's our perception of every situation. Whenever we hear whenever we hear about, expansions and, Riman, I mean, knowing that just 3 years ago, we were just in Korea and United States, right? And to know that now we're in 12 countries. By the end of this week, we're going to be in 14 countries. And one perspective to have when these expansions are happening, and maybe I don't have anything in Spain yet, maybe I don't have anything in Chile or Ireland or Philippines yet. One perspective to have is, man, all these things are happening and I'm missing out. That's one perspective. Another perspective to have is, man, I didn't invest more. I didn't do, I didn't have to work more, but the business that I signed up with, that I've only spent $20 to create my account, that I have committed, business that I have engaged with, that I've decided to make it mine, without me investing, without me doing anything. Companies continuing to invest. The leadership is continuing to invest to extend and expand the footprint where it doesn't have to be today, right? As many of you know the story, Mr. Tim Herr and Mr. Chris Kim didn't join Remont until Remont was already, 10 or 11 months in operation in United States, right? We hear stories all the time. Even national director, out in Hong Kong, afraid, didn't join Hong Kong, Riman Hong Kong, until we were already operating in Hong Kong for 7, 8 months of time. I remember even many years ago when me and Mr. Timmer worked together in our prior venture. We joined the company when the company was already 12 years old. And there were thousands and thousands of success stories before us, but in short amount of time, we took advantage of that opportunity more than most. And within short 1 year of time, we were number one, number two producers in the company, even the company was already 12 years old. So many times you find success stories. It's not just about immediate right now, today, right in front of us. The company expanding the footprint and company expanding our opportunities, even though that we may be building in our one city, one state at the moment. If we could continue to think global and build local strongly and build my story, intentionally create my story, intentionally create my top producing team leader story, intentionally create more people in my team, helping them have great success to become senior managers and team leaders, and helping them replace their full-time job income with their part-time Riemann business, helping them to double their full-time job income with their part-time Riemann business. Helping them to, fire their boss after working at a corporate world that they maybe had the same job for 10, 15 years, and they've been stressed from it for years, but they're only kept a job because of money reasons, and helping them to get out of there, in 6 months or 12 months or 18 months of time. Or some people, working very, very part-time and being able to generate additional $500 or $1,000, $2,000 to help kids have better education or take family on a better vacation, intentionally creating those stories, as many stories as possible every day, every week, and every month, and helping to create those stories and building it strong locally, and have the right perspective, have the right perception that, what, if over 2,000 people will come together to a market like Chile, that nobody's even used our products yet, right? No one in Chile has gotten commission yet, right? No one in Chile gotten promoted yet, right? They're just all getting started. And just like what Mr. Jose Luis Rivas said, the fact that they had hope. They came out with the hope. They came out to learn about the opportunity, with hope that it could better their lives. And that's what Riman is doing. And that's what Riman, and the reality is, Riemann opportunity is even stronger and bigger in an established market where you live in your city and in your state than the newest market. That is the truth. Because the newest market, they still have to go through the process of getting established, customer service. You're going to have more products available in your city, in your state that you're building in right now than the new market that we're launching. We launch new markets with limited products. We launch with ICD. We launch with Botalab. We don't have Ready on Some. We don't have Lifening. We don't have the collagen mask. We don't have a lot of other products yet. We start with limited opportunities in your markets, which means your opportunity in your city and your state is multiple times greater and stronger and better. And we just have to recognize it. Would you agree with that? So we want to make sure that as company continues to invest in expanding, making our opportunity bigger and bigger, we need to have the right perception of the expansion, and we need to have the right perspective of our opportunity in the cities and the states that we're building in and we're working in, because your home ground is the best market for Riemann opportunity for you. Your home ground, where you live, is the greatest opportunity in Riemann that you could build with the most amount of opportunities available for you. Does that make sense? And it is really. I was talking to one of the leaders that's preparing for Chile and yesterday, and we're just talking about, yes, there are opportunities for people to make incredible life-changing income here. But what's also really available, and what makes our opportunity so strong, think about this. If someone works hard, maybe they bought packages or they got some customers, maybe they bought one business kit and recruited three people that bought a business kit, and whatever it took, 1 day, 7 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, whatever it took, let's just say that person became a senior manager. And they don't come from abundant financial condition, and they if they can make extra few $100s a month, it would be life-changing for them. Especially in some of the countries that we're launching it, right? If you just think about it, yes, if they build teams and things, of course they can make life-changing income. But even if they just became a senior manager, and even if they just got 10 customers, just 10 customers, 10 customers that doesn't use all our products, but just minimum of our products, our booster, serum, cream, cleanser, and calming gel, and maybe a sunscreen or whatever the case may be. About 200 SP worth of products. Just 10 customers. As a senior manager, having 10 customers, maintaining 10 customers that purchase about 200 SP per month, that's 2,000 SP, which will qualify for them to earn extra 5% top retailer bonus on top of their 30%, on senior manager income. That alone is going to put extra few $100s a month in their pocket. That alone could actually be replacing some people's full-time income in some of these countries. That alone could literally cover their mortgage or their rent where they live just by managing 10 customers that are using our products. And that's the beauty of our products. Yes, there are huge opportunities with leadership match and everything else that's in place for people to make a fortune here. But the fact that we have a legitimate opportunity with a product that truly speaks for itself, that brings value for everybody that uses the product, if all they did was become a senior manager and manage 10 customers that use our basic of our products, it's life-changing. And that's the opportunity we're bringing to all these markets. And that's the opportunity we're bringing here, even in the United States. Yes, in America, you can live on $600 a month, but $600 a month will cover some people's car payment. $600 a month will cover some people's, half or one-third of their rent, and that's the opportunity we're bringing, and we should have the right perspective as we get really excited about sharing the opportunity with everybody in our marketplace. Now, we've been talking about and we've been claiming that March will be your month. I want to encourage you, as we have a week left, right? We got 8 days left. I want to encourage you to finish March as strong as possible. We talked about this last week. We talked about this the week before. We talked about this ever since the convention. Everybody that attended the convention in Long Beach, I know it's already been, 2, 3 weeks now, 3 weeks now since the convention. I want to encourage you to get in touch with them this week. Talk to them this week because, as you know, as excited as we get, as motivated as we get, we go home and we get back to our regular lives, and it's easy to be distracted. It's easy to forget how we felt, the commitments we have made, and things that we said that we would do. When we get back to our normal lives, life gets in the way, and it's easy to get off track. This is the week to reconnect with them. This is the week to have that conversation with them, remind them of the commitments that we made together in Long Beach, and help them to achieve their goals for March this month. We got 8 days left. We have a powerful, powerful leverage this month. We have an opportunity to really focus on the language, right? We've been talking about this. Hey, the new pricing begins April 1st. The new products are coming. I mean, the anticipation, the new products are going to launch. All the existing planners right now, if I were them, if I was a planner, if I was a manager, if I'm not a senior manager yet, I will have sense of urgency. I would make sure that my partners that are planners and managers who have such a sense of urgency to become a senior manager before April 1st. Why? Because Radiansum is launching. The new Radiansum 100 is going to launch on April 1st. We know that it's going to be a strong volume day on April 1st. All new experience kits are launching on April 1st, right? All new, the cleanser experience kits are going to be launching April 1st. So anybody that's a planner and manager right now, they should get in position. They should get in position to maximize the compensation before the launch happens on April 1st. That should be the conversation with so many leaders. If they're senior managers on a team leader run, they're 10,000 points away, 20,000 points away. I would have a serious conversation about reprioritizing their activities of this next 8 days to make sure that they become a team leader before April 1st. When it launches on April 1st, we're going to have an incredible boost of volume and sales, and they should be, April is going to be incredible. They should be a team leader before April, and you should have that conversation, especially the ones that came to Long Beach, had those conversations with you. We should be having that conversation with them this week to help them get there, right? All the customers, all the purchase planners that just love the product and purchase the products, but they're not builders, they're not drivers, they're not running for rank advancement and things like that. What kind of conversation should we have with them? We should definitely have conversation with them about new pricing begins on April 1st. New pricing begins on April 1st. Hey, this is our last chance to get it for the old pricing. Let's lock in our pricing by doing a subscribe and save. And you could lock in the old price for 3 more months. Let's lock in and throw the word in there. Hey, this is time to stock up a little because this is our last chance to get it for the old pricing. Having that conversation with your customers and your planners, that are not builders, but they just love the products and they love they love our products and they're product users more than business builders. That's the conversation we should have with every single one of them this week. This is the week to do it. I was talking to some of the leaders even last week. They're using that language. They're having that conversation with their customers, and they're getting so many customers to purchase more than they've ever have. And average order per customer, average order per person has increased significantly because they're using the language of new pricing begins on April 1st. This is our last chance. Let's lock in, let's stock up a little, and having that conversation with a lot of the customers and purchasers, not business builders that are planners. They're creating incredible volume. They said some of them are telling me that they may set their new record this month with that language just by using that language this month. Everybody's so excited about getting more right now and getting it at the old price right now and stocking up a little bit right now. And more people are getting it, ordering it with the subscribe and save to make sure that they're locking in the price more than they've ever seen. So this is a very, very exciting opportunity with the short window left. We only have 8 days left that we could leverage to really make March your incredible month, your best record-breaking month. And let's be intentional about creating these stories. Now, we do have our Leadership Academy for Team Leaders, the second session, happening this coming Wednesday. So it will be Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. If you have partners in Asia, of course, it's there 11 a.m. Taiwan, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippine time, and 12 p.m. Korea, Japan time, which is evening time for us. So if you have partners in Asia, you can let them know about that, remind them. And for us, it will be on, I don't know what's going on there. Here it go. So yes, so for us, it will be Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time is the next Leadership Academy team leader call. If you do have partners in Asia, we do have convention coming up in Macau, April 17th through the 19th. Now we have less than a month left. You want to get as many people as possible there. It's going to be an awesome, awesome convention. I want to make sure that all of you guys are fully promoting if you have people in Asia. Mr. Timmer, do you have some things to share with us before we close the call?
You know what? I'm so fired up right now. That was, and just watching your leadership getting on this call, like I was like, man, is Danny going to be on? Because I know you're in excruciating pain, man, and I know that you getting on is once again is your leadership, man. It's unbelievable, man. But I just wanted to let everybody know too, people that are building in the UK, Leisure and myself are going to be doing a big event there on Sunday, on the 29th. It'll be a standing room only event from 3 to 6 p.m. So with that being said, you want to make sure you tell your team to get there early. Everybody building in the UK, if you've got UK contacts, get them out there to the ARC building, 3 to 6, get them there early, obviously, because it will be standing room only for that event too. And I'm just excited about closing the month. I mean, you said it so right. It's about taking advantage of impending events. And we've got such a big impending event right now. And there's so many of them. And I think that when you listen to the language that Mr. Danny Bay just said, it's so critical. I see people all the time that they don't understand the psychology of selling, saying, oh, the prices are going up. That is not the language. The new pricing is beginning. take advantage of the old pricing. You got to understand the psychology of that. You got to understand it. Like just please understand, just saying it that way is going to drive so much customer sales. And with everybody right now registering their brand new people for Vegas right when they join, there's so many people getting started right now, and everybody's getting everybody registered for the Vegas event right away, right away, right away. Everybody's so focused on that. But the big thing that's happening, you want to make sure you understand, how do you drive volume right now? How do you make it happen big at the end of the month close? Is learning how to take advantage of the impending events. Just like give you an example right now. How many people on the team, right, are not qualified for the unilevel, right? You got to look at your organization, go to my team, and you can look at your report and see their personal volume and see who's not unilevel qualified. And you got to get them all unilevel qualified. That's a major impending event right now that's happening. You have people that have gotten started with 1,000-point packages or more. You have to make sure they have their 10 lifetime customers, right? Or they're not going to be eligible for their, obviously for, they're not going to be eligible for their unilevel. Some people are thinking they're eligible, but because they maybe misunderstood communication or language, they need to still get. So there's a lot of activity that we need to do as team leaders and above, because that's really our responsibility as a team leader, making sure that all of our senior managers have got their 3 active customers. Looking at the promotions that are in right now, the exciting promotion everybody's promoting right now is obviously the cleansing, the double cleanse. I mean, it's unbelievable, the excitement around that product. We got that coming to an end, obviously, this month as well. But the big thing is who joined in January? Who joined in January? Whoever got joined in January, or whoever's been running since January, what's happening right now? Right? Their 3 months deadline is into March. So we've got to make sure that everybody in our organization, there's so many people that are like, oh, I didn't know, because they're brand new, they're little babies. It's our responsibility to look at our report and say, okay, these are the people that I've got to make sure no matter what get there, right? So look at your managers, see who your managers are, that we got to get to senior manager. Look at who joined in January, because and what happens in April, because that 3-month rolling, right? We know that volume falls off on January. It's just basic common sense stuff that we all know, but sometimes we might take for granted. Things like 30-day upgrade sets, right? Every week when I start my Monday off, I look at who joined 30 days ago, right? Who joined 30 days ago, and what do I know? Right? I got to make sure that I have communication with these people to do what? Upgrade them, right? It's leveraging the impending events to drive volume. It's kind of like swimming with the stream as opposed to swimming upstream. Some of you are like, man, I can't, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah, because you're swimming upstream. Leverage, right? Leverage. Who joined in November? Who's been running since November? What's happening now? Right? November, December, January, February, March. November was a monster month for us. You guys remember, right? We had Black Friday. We promoted the heck out of that. Well, there's people whose volume is going to be coming in this month, but we got to make sure that we're on it to help these people close out, like Mr. Danny Bay said. And you got to understand, like I said one more time, the psychology of saying the new pricing begins. It's so much. I'm not even going to get into it, but I'm just telling you that, like, when I watch people say, "Oh, the price is going up," I'm like, "Oh my God, you guys! I'm glad I'm not in your family. Like, you're not coachable. You like, you, you got to understand. Like, Danny Bay said it day one, right? It's like right when he announced it, it's like, and I was sitting there taking notes. I said, "Danny's a genius," because that's 100% true. Is you got to learn how to promote, right? Jim Rohn says promoting pays big money. So I just know that right now we're closing out big. And when Mr. Danny Bay was talking about Spain and Chile and all these things that are happening, what you got to feel in your heart is that's making our company stronger. What's the most important thing? If I ask most of you, you'd say, oh, my paycheck. Wrong. It's the company. We're all going to become wealthy if we stay the course. You got to make sure that the goose that lays the golden egg is the priority. You can't eat the goose that lays the golden egg. So as we're expanding in these countries and people are having success, that to me is what it's all about. You know what I mean? It's not about like, oh, my team or this or that. No, stop that. My team's called, Riman. That's my team, man. And we're going to make this thing happen together. So Mr. Danny Bay, I see you, your back is in pain. So I'm going to turn it back over to you to close out, Mr. Danny Bay. Thank you, sir, for being on the call.
Thank you very much, Mr. Timmer. Thank you, everyone. Let's have a great week together. Let's finish March together. And we look forward to seeing you on next upcoming Zooms. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.